Hello, everybody. I'm Aurea Eden. It's the 12th day of April 2024. The energy today is surrounding trust. It's about how trust is so easy to lose, but hard to gain. And some of the words associated with today are words like rut and do. Those are the first two words that stood out to me today. So if you're feeling like you're in a rut, do something to get yourself out of that rut. And today is the best time to do it because the energy for today is take action. It's all about taking action physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally and financially. So it's about just taking action in general. So today is all about going. Work out today because you should have the energy you need to do what you must today. Take care today. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your animals. If you're a caregiver, do that thing. Do that thing that you do because today is your day to get out there and be the best you and be of service. Also, when it comes down to, well, about this time, because I'm a little late today. So around, I'm going to say about 3 o'clock, that's when that financial aspect of things should really kick into play. So in the morning time, I would say take care of what you need to take care of, go work out, and around 3 o'clock, then spring into business. Maybe that's around the time you get off of work, or some people get off of work, or maybe that's the time you're going to work. But your energy should shift towards your taking care of your business, going over your finances, and taking care of things that you should take care of. For me, it started a little bit early. I woke up and I got out of bed thinking like, man, I need to take care of my patent situation because I applied for a patent and I haven't responded to this office action yet. And so I'm like, oh, I need to take care of this. But in 2 days, it's going to be all about business, right? Tomorrow is the day for spirituality. And later on tonight, journal your activities, create something. When you're resting, you still use that energy. You still use that energy, and you might have enough energy to where you won't be able to go to sleep. If you started your hair yesterday, finish your hair later on tonight before you go to bed. Just try to use all that energy that you're going to have so that you don't find yourself in a rut. And just do. Some feelings that might come up today is you may feel confused, you may feel playful. And so those are some feelings. And I guess that's what trust is about. It's like, should I trust this person? Should I not? Some other words that I got associated with today is court. Something about a court. And maybe you're in a rut because somebody took you to court, or you're getting evicted, and so the court is telling you to get out, because out is another thing for today. Or maybe your parents are saying, I'm no longer going to enable you and coddle you, because enable is a word for today. And you're going to have to get out there and get a job. You're going to have to get out there and start taking care of yourself. You're going to have to get out there and start doing for yourself, because what are you going to do when we're no longer here? And so those are all words associated with today and resolve. So you have an issue that needs to be resolved. So take care of it and do, because you've been in this rut for so long that and change is necessary. Change is necessary. And I'm all for grace. I'm all for grace. People say you don't have to do anything. It's God's grace. Yes, grace is a part of it, but effort is another. Trying is another. Taking that action is another. You got to get out there and do the work. Because a man that don't work, they say he don't eat. Um, so we have rut, court, Durock. So it's Durock, Durock. Maybe it's like Durock, like, can you smell what the rock is cooking? Maybe it's The Rock, something significant to The Rock. Maybe he got a new movie coming out that I'm gonna go see. That's my dude. I love you, Rock. But so The Rock, or maybe instead of saying The Rock, maybe the energy is trying to spell Derek. So maybe your name is Derek and you're feeling in a rut. What you're being encouraged to do is just get out there and start putting forth the effort. Start listening to these words of the day that I'm sharing with you, because they're messages for you. And so Quad, we know who Miss Quad is. Miss Quad, so maybe something significant with Miss Quad today. I don't know. Crude, CRUD, maybe crude oil, crude. Make sure when you're going out here doing, make sure you have your oil change or whatever you need to do. We got oil, something like maybe, what was that last week that we got oil? Crude, Duku, DUCU. Maybe somebody needs to take some Duculex. I'm not a medical professional, so I'm not going to tell you what to do. So just know that. Go see your health professional for that. But since I got DOCU, maybe it's trying to spell documents, but I also got turd. So maybe you're feeling constipated, okay? And you haven't pooped in a while. And so when I'm feeling constipated, now notice I said I'm not a medical doctor, but when I'm feeling constipated, what I do is I take my thumb and I rub my down by my spine, the bottom part of my spine. I press the bottom part of my spine, and I rub, I massage the back of my spine, giving it a little pressure, and then that releases and causes the movement to move. I'm sorry, fellas, if y'all didn't want to hear that, but you need to know it too. Duct, DUCT. That put me in mind of maintenance. Maybe clean out the ducts or something like that. Cord, CORD. Maybe cut cords, cut ties, or roll up your cords. Watch out, be watchful of your cords. I have or too, like or as in this or that, or as in me, or as in two, not or as in two, but two is another word. Dot, you can't quite put your finger on what it is, but it's something, but you can't really quite put your finger on it. Or another, I don't know, that's the best I can come up with. Dot. Curt, CURT, Curt. I don't know, or maybe it's trying to spell a name, Curt. Torque, told you it's kind of like maybe with your car. Torque, I don't know what a torque is, but I've heard it before. Dour, DOUR, doubt, with, it's missing a B, but because we have trust, I'm going to say, they meant to say doubt. So it's doubt and trust. So you don't trust this person because you doubt this person's abilities to do what they say that they're going to do, or you doubt this person because this person did not show up for you like they said that they were going to show up for you. You doubt this person because there's something about this person that's just not sitting right in your spirit. Out. So remember I told you somebody may be in transition with housing because somebody kicked them out. Udo, Udo. That's another language. Duro, DURO. That's another language. Turd, route. So watch your route when you're going, or change your route when you're going today. Route, but it's actually missing a T, but you know, it's we're going off of what it sounds like. Tower, TOUR. I don't know. Todd is a name that's significant. So Quad Todd and a possible Derek, but Quad Todd. Who is Todd? I don't know. So Rod, Todd. Is that married to medicine too? Todd. I don't know. Rod. So Rod is significant. Rod could be a name too. It could be Roderick. So we got Torque. We have Rod. So if you're working in a maintenance place, be cautious of the work that you're doing today. Be cautious of the work that you're doing, or maybe you're doing something mundane. It's not what you're supposed to, what you want to do. And if you're feeling like it's not what you want to do, it's probably not what you're supposed to be doing, or you don't feel like you have enough to do it. So it's Rod, and Torque, and Duct, and Cord. So you're probably working in a maintenance type of situation, or you work at a warehouse or something or another. So warehouse might be significant for today. Cud, as in C-U-D, Cud, Trod, C-O-C-R-O-D. So if you work on a farm with cows or something, or some animal that chews the cud, this might be significant to you. Maybe you live on a farm. Something significant about something farm related, maintenance related, machinery related. Quo, the status quo is what I'm looking at. It's quo. What's the status quo? Cod, C-O-D. I'm about to laugh because me and Fantasia, one of my friends, Fantasia, we had this thing, and we were looking at something. It was like Q, but it was something about the word that I pronounced wrong. That's why I'm laughing. Crew, C-R-U, and so something about a crew. So something about a maintenance crew. It could even be a cleanup crew. Something significant about some kind of crew today. And you might see this stuff come up in the news, because I've been seeing this stuff in the news, because I always go back and check. Cur, C-U-R, Cot, C-O-T, Orc, O-R-C, Rock, R-O-C. So those are some significant words for today. Make sure I got them all. Hour. So hour. And I said curd, right? Curd as in like, maybe that's a hobby of yours. Maybe your hobby is, as maybe you're cooking, you make, bean curds. No, you're curding the milk. Do y'all know how to make cheese? Okay, so how you make cheese, and this, I'm going to give you this quick, and this is off topic, but you make cheese by, you boil some milk, and this is the kind of like the ricotta type cheese. You boil some milk, and then you put some vinegar in that milk, and it starts to curd up, and you drain that, you strain that, that whey off of that curd, and you gather it up, and use some cheesecloths, and you strain it, and voila, you have some cheese. And you could add you some salt or whatever you put to it in there, and some herbs, and yeah, that's how you make cheese. Okay, so back on topic. So enable, translate, resolve, revolution. See, it's not spelling revolution, it's spelling revolution. So something, I don't know what that means, but something about revolution. Confused, playful. Okay, so I kind of tied this together as far as really what's standing out to me is the person that is being kicked out of their place today. Oh, somebody is getting kicked out of their place today, whether they have to go to court, or maybe they just got an eviction notice or something, because somebody's enabled them for so long, and they had to go to court to resolve the matter, and this person is sitting up here confused and but they shouldn't be confused because they were being playful all this time and not taking care of the responsibilities when they needed to. So don't be blaming nobody else for what you put yourself in. You knew that you had to pay your rent, and there was nothing from you stopping you from being able to do it. There was nothing stopping you. I'm not talking to those who have children and had to do what they had to do on that. I'm talking to those that were being playful, going out here doing all that other stuff. And they knew that they had stuff to take care of, going out there buying all that other ridiculous stuff when they knew they had responsibilities. And it happens so easy. But you take care of your home front first. That's a lesson to learn. Take care of home first. Okay? Everything will benefit you. Everything will benefit you. Now, you might be going through this and thinking that it's over for you. You might be feeling like you're in this rut, but you're not in a rut, okay? Or you may be feeling in a rut, but this rut is going to work to your advantage. You may feel like that I've lost everything, right? But you have not lost everything, because everything happens for a reason. Even your negligence happened for a reason, okay? It's getting you somewhere. All circumstance, both bad and good, leads to opportunity. So look at this as an opportunity to find a better place. Look at this as an opportunity to get out there and find a better job. Look at this as an opportunity to learn to do better for yourself. You are gaining experience. So that's what I was talking about. You are gaining experience from the situation. You're learning. So a lot of times it's not for us to get down on about the situation. It's about us to learn from the situation how to better ourselves, because that's how we gain experience. And sometimes, if not applied right away, then we can forget. We have to apply these lessons that we've learned every day. That's something that I'm learning, because I've learned a lot of things over the years. I have been sprung into this learning, and somehow I still manage to forget some of the key lessons that I've learned. Okay, relationships need respect, reciprocity, and love. Let me say that again. Relationships need respect, reciprocity, and love. Okay? I pour into you, you pour into me. He pours into you, you pour into her. I mean him. You know what I meant. And as she pours into you, you pour into her. It goes both ways, or it's not going to work. Respect, we already know. RESPECT. Find out what it means to you and then do it. Love. Because if you love people, if you truly love somebody, then you're going to do it naturally. Try to understand when somebody's going through something. See, sometimes people are going through some stuff and they need you. And they might not be willing to ask you for that help because maybe pride has come up, and maybe they're selfless. And they don't want to ask you for anything because they feel like they're putting you in a bind or something, right? So be cautious and thoughtful about your surroundings and paying attention to your surroundings today and the people that you love. And today is about taking care. So take care of your loved ones, because they might not be vocal about this thing. They might not tell you just what they want. They might not tell you just what they need. Don't let negative thoughts run wild. Okay? Don't let negative thoughts run wild. I ed for us is what I like to say. So say that. I ed for us when you feel like your thoughts of running wild. And that's the process of transforming a thought. Going from, you can go and read what I wrote a few years back maybe about transforming thoughts. changing a negative thought and changing it to a positive thought, right? And so basically you want to isolate that thought and think about, like, why am I thinking about this thing? Where did this thought come from? What situation and circumstances caused it to happen? And then you go within yourself, and then you start dissecting that thing, and you break it down all the way down until you start solving the problem, right? And then you start speaking. You stop because a thought is passive, right? And so you have to make it more. A thought is passive. It's not really, it's just in your mind, and it's passing by, but it's not really what it is until you take action on it. So you can think something negative about yourself, but you don't become that negative thing until you do that negative thing. Do you know what I mean? Until you make it a reality. See, it's just a thought at first. And that's the trick of the enemy, because the enemy will use your thoughts to try to manipulate your actions. But you don't become that thing until you do that thing. Okay? Until you do that thing continually. Because you might be tricked at first, but then you might say, oh, well, I'm not that. That's not what I am. So I'm going to change that thought, and I'm going to start taking positive actions and positive steps. So you have to turn that thing around, because he will try it. Believe me, he will try it. So I et for us. Because, these thoughts, like I said, they can lead to bad emotions and false identities. Just what I explained without even having to look down. But negative emotions and false identities. So for some people, thinking that you're something because you're thinking this all the time, that also stems from fear. You're thinking you're that way because you fear being that way. It's a fear. And sometimes you don't, and it's a fear that sometimes the enemy will feed. The enemy will feed your fear, because he wants you to be fearful. So he will feed your fear. And he'll be like, yeah, that's what you are. Yeah. You that. Yep. You all those things everybody ever told you were. You were exactly that. That's what the enemy will feed your mind with. I told you. He's something else. He'll help you tear up all the pieces, and he'll leave you alone with the mess. He don't care nothing about you and what you got going on. All he know is that misery loves company, and he is trying to amass his kingdom. That's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to lock you up in darkness with him. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Watch how you invest. Invest in good and not in the bad. So that ties along with what I was just talking about. Invest in the good and not in the bad. That invest in good thoughts and not in bad thoughts. Take action on your good thoughts and not on your bad thoughts. Yeah, I am a caring person. Yeah, I am a selfless person. Yeah, I am a brave person. Yeah, I am a bold person. Yeah, I am a lovable person. Yeah, I am a likable person. Yeah, I am a beautiful person. Feed the good thoughts and starve those negative thoughts. Feed good things. I told you the other day, you got to hold these businesses accountable for what they're doing and what they're not doing. So if somebody's out here doing bad things, don't be co-signing that bad thing by purchasing their products, even though we need them. Sometimes we just got to starve ourselves of it. Consider the amount of effort you are putting into a thing and measure that thing based on the results. So sometimes it might not seem like you're making progress, but you're making progress, okay? You are making progress. And so you measure the progress by the results. The results are, I'm not where I was. I'm a little bit further. I have that corner clean. I got out of that bed. I put my hands up today. I put a leg outside the bed. I got up. I'm moving around. So that's a start. You got to start somewhere. I might not be where I want to be, but I am where I am now to get there. And I haven't given up. I'm still stepping every day. And that's what you just got to keep doing. Keep stepping every day. Be observant, watch, listen, and be willing to wait. So do all of those things. Be observant, watch, listen, and be willing to wait, especially if you're working in the maintenance field or something technical today. Well, I'm out of time. I love you. Guble one. Affirmation for today is I will take action today. I love you. Hearts go out. I will take action today. I will take action today. That's all I could come up with just there. I love you. Good one. Hearts go out.